So let's see. Okay, this is a good one. How do you know if they're interested or if you're in the friend zone? Do you want to go first?
Nah, you know what? I want to hear what women have to say about this. I'm curious about this.
Okay. How do I tell a guy or show a guy that I'm interested? Me personally, apparently my way has not been working because I read this post on Instagram and all the women were doing the same thing that I did. And they're like, yeah, when I see a nice guy, like let's say I'm out at a coffee shop or whatever, I smile and then maybe I'll smile like 2 or 3 times and that's it. Like that's all I do. And the guys' responses on that post were like, I've been missing it because women are out here smiling and I'm waiting for, some kind of concrete action.
That's what that mean?
See?
Bruh.
So that, because I am not.
Y'all need to write like a book,
There are tons of books out there.
Like
but
a woman language
No,
book.
because you know what it is too. There's that fine line between being seen as thirsty, being seen as, oh, now she's pursuing him instead of being in her field.
Who created that? Who created that ideal?
Y'all
Probably
did.
a woman.
No, it was men.
Probably
it was men. Like if a woman called, oh, she's too thirsty. Oh no, I'm not gonna pick up the phone. Now it's too soon.
I mean, I don't know. I can't personally speak to that.
But have you? So you mean to tell me you've never heard of a guy doing that? You've heard of that?
I'm
not saying if you've done.
I can only count on one hand how many times I have talked to a female. I'm always the one that is approached.
Oh, well,
so I don't.
There we go. Well, see, this is what I'm talking about, though. Like, you feel it's okay for a woman to approach a man.
I feel like it's okay for a woman definitely to approach a man and express interest because what women have to realize is that we men are not dumb. I'm just going to get that out there right now. We're not dumb, but we are not complex. We are not. Women are very, very complex and everything ties in together.
So you're saying you're missing these cues?
Bruh, all of that. That's why I said the smiling. If I thought that a woman was liking me because they were smiling, do you know how much I would be winning out here? I thought you was just being polite. Like,
So to your point, men, okay, they may not be dumb, but they're clueless sometimes.
No,
I don't think y'all observe.
We're not complex. We're very simple. Like if you come to me and tell me, listen,
so the only
I'm interested in you. Would you like to go out? Or hey, it's this event coming up. I think it would be cool.
So
you put it out there.
Yeah, but
as a man, if I'm interested, I'm going to pursue you after that. Like you're.
You're essentially saying she has to ask you out the first time.
I'm gonna put it like this. If men are hunters and women are does.
Okay.
Which one as a hunter do you think that I'm gonna go after with my bow and arrow? The one that is staying still, that's drinking from the
one
water,
who's running,
or the one that's running around and ducking behind trees and then hiding in the bushes, and then as soon as I see it, and they run away again? Nah, bro. Like I'm trying to eat.
So you want the easy kill? Because
not necessarily the easy kill.
Sounds easy. Mm-hmm.
At some point, I have to accomplish a goal. Like I don't want to just keep running around in circles.
I understand
for the rest of my life.
But it still sounds.
So I'm gonna miss out on a lot of women that have interest in me because they have these ideals that I'm supposed to be catching on to these magical fairy dust.
Well, it's
hints
not even that. It's how we're taught, though. You have to think about how women are taught, right? So women are taught, and even in society and even in the church. It's let your man pursue you, let Boaz find you, all of that kind of stuff. And so it's actually frowned upon for the woman to go after him and go. So where I stand is typically if I like someone, I'll smile. I might say, how are you doing? That kind of thing. But as far as just coming right out and saying, hey, I think you're really dope, or I think you're really, I'm just not wired that way. And I feel like if spending time with that person, if that person is in tune to your cues, or if that person's interested themselves, because I feel like if that person had a genuine interest, they might take the risk and say, hey, you want to grab coffee? Hey, are you saying that unless a woman says to you specifically like, hey, I'm interested, or hey, there's this event I was thinking about going to, would you like to join me? Other than that, you won't just approach a woman?
No. I'm not saying that. Mm-hmm. And I don't even want to make it seem like men need to be asked out, but I think what would go over a lot better in reference to a signal is maybe a woman taking advantage of every time that they see this guy that they're interested in, taking some time to go give him a hug and say hello.
Okay.
Or finding out that this guy likes candy, like Starburst. Hey, I thought about you.
So that's the second part of the question. So what if you do that and friendship is growing? Because the question is really, how do you know if they like you back or if you're just friends? And a lot of what you just said,
That's
the
where
hugs
the honesty and transparency come in.
on whose part though?
On both. It has
but
to
see,
be.
I think it should be initiated by the man. Like, I don't think that the woman should be like, "Hey, do you like me?" Because let's be real, there are some men who don't like an alpha female. There are some men who don't want the woman to, constantly take the lead. Whereas for some men, that's something attractive. And if we're looking at this in a biblical lens, typically, you don't see that example in the Bible. So then and not to say that it's wrong, it's just, if that's not taught to us, right? And if we're taught to be demure and you're a boss at work, but then you fall back so you're not too hard because you don't want to scare away that right man. So I used to think like that, but now I'm kind of like, what you see is what you get. But that has come with confidence, and that's come with getting to know myself and being assured of who my purpose is. But even a woman as assured as I can be sometimes can still sometimes find herself like, so does he like me, or are we just friends, or that kind of thing. And I think I can tell you right now, I'm never going to go ask a guy and go, hey, so just wanted to check your intentions right quick. Like, that's an immediate, to me, turn off.
So yes, right? And again, it goes back to who you are and what it is that you need, what you desire, right? So if you don't feel comfortable with initiating those conversations, then maybe you should wait for those conversations to happen. And if those conversations don't happen in the time that you feel comfortable, then you might need to put your energy somewhere else, right? Which it goes back to why I don't feel that you should be completely tied up in this person's world. You should have your own world,
Agreed.
First, having a relationship with God. Second, having a relationship with yourself and truly loving yourself. And then as your love for yourself grows, you put a certain energy around you where you're able to repel more of what it is that you don't necessarily need or what can be toxic for you, right? So then you find that these conversations aren't really being had. Maybe
because if you're bringing Starburst and cupcakes and all this stuff,
maybe I should put my time somewhere else, or maybe I should put him in the friend zone and move on with my life.
And actually, that's what I do. So for me, I start with friendship, and unless you're somebody that I meet like off the street, but to your point, I do think that you have to be so consumed with God, your purpose, and yourself. And still smile, still linger after service, or if you're at a party, go out, don't become a homebody. But I wouldn't, just go out directly and ask a guy that, hey, do you like me? Check yes or no. Like that. I wish it was that simple again, but I think it's gotten complicated. Next question. How much of your past relationship should you divulge, and how soon?
As the trust grows within the relationship.
That's actually deep. I'm going to give you a high five for that. That was good. That was good. No, that was good. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was surprised. I am not surprised that you said something deep, but sorry, y'all. No, that was good. Though. That was good. Do you want to add on to it?
Nah, I'm good with that. Nope.
Well, my answer for that one is, I think at least you should know the skeleton of someone's story. Like initial questions that will determine, are you moving forward with them anyway? But as far as how you got to those points, I don't think you should divulge those until, like you said, you've built up trust.
That was good. That was good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That was good. That was good.
All right.
I didn't expect it, but
you got jokes. Okay. Do you feel that women have a hard time accepting their role in a relationship? So I'm going to go totally and put this in your court because I need to hear what you have to say about this, because I have many
I'm going to say absolutely. I definitely feel that women have a hard time.
And this is a dating relationship we're talking about.
Accepting their role.
There are definite roles in a godly marriage, but to your point of us being single until we're married, I don't know that I feel that there is a specific role that a woman holds in a dating relationship or a man holds in a dating relationship.
I think that is
part
of the issue.
See, because I feel like
how we communicate as men and women.
Go ahead.
Go
ahead. Because, yes, you saw it. It did pop because what I'm trying to get you to understand is that while I don't see specific roles in a dating relationship, I do believe that, yeah, there are going to be certain behaviors are going to kind of be attributed to our sexes, our genders. And so with that being said, yeah, do I want to be in a relationship with someone who isn't a leader? No. Right?
Okay.
Like, so I'm looking at it more so, okay, a man should be a leader. I mean, we should both be leaders, but not fighting for it. But I do want someone that keeps his word. I do want someone who's loyal. I do want someone who is walking in purpose. I don't believe that a girlfriend should provide any type of wifey privileges. And I'm not talking sex. I'm just talking
cooking.
Yeah, cooking. Like, I just, I'm sorry. I'm not cooking. Look,
you're losing.
I am not cooking.
Finish her.
I'm not cooking for anybody who has not put a ring on my finger. I'm just sorry. And let me tell you why.
I'm not going to marry anybody without tasting their cooking. We ain't going to never. What's up, friend? How you doing?
Look. What I'm trying to say, though, is not that it's bad to cook. So, for example, I love to cook. Would I cook for a potluck? Sure. But I think, and in the past, have I cooked for boyfriends? Yes. And I've laid out the whole spread, sent you home with the daggum Tupperware. But what I realize with that also sometimes is it puts a woman, because we're nurturers naturally, and it starts to elevate your expectation of how you want to just care for this man and love on this man, which is fine, right? But if that commitment, and commitment for me at that point would be in the form of, like, we're really looking at, courtship and treating this as something headed towards marriage. If that's not in place and that communication hasn't been clearly defined on both sides, then yeah, you do kind of feel like you're left holding the shorter end of the stick.
But that sounds like a personal issue of self-control at that point.
What do you mean self-control?
Self-control, because self-control is determining who or what will control you and its overall outcome. So you can make the decision of whether you're going to allow your spirit to lead or whether you're going to allow your flesh to lead, right?
But
and flesh is more than just lust. It's emotional as well. That's how I'm tying it in, because we're talking about the nurturing, right? You can have enough self-control to say, this is where we are within our relationship. So this is the threshold of what this guy is going to receive. However, I should still be able to see that you can cook and that you want to cook. It may not be all the time. It may not be every day how I would require when I get married. But it's going to be every day. It's going to be every day. But some point while we're dating, I should get a meal. It may be once a month.
He said I should get a meal. So look, I think my issue is the expectation that you expect it. Like, as long as there's not an expectation, because I do believe that, so when I was a wife, yeah, I definitely believed in cooking, and I do agree in the sense of you need to know the fullness of it to evaluate and make a decision. Because I love cooking and you put your love in that, but I think it also kind of blurred some of the lines of intimacy and kind of where things led to. So for me, if it's like a potluck, if we're having a party, if we're having a game night, you will taste my cooking. But does this mean that I'm specifically saying, here, babe, like, I made you a Tupperware, I did this specifically for you each time? No, I think that there are certain things that you should look forward to in marriage.
I understand. But then how do you know if, as a husband, he will be able to fulfill that desire or that expectation that you have at that point?
I guess I don't know, and that's like it's one of those things where you just kind of see, like,
bruh.
I
already got to see when it comes to being celibate. Like, show me the rest of it, bro. Like, why are we doing? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Okay.
I don't think that it's in the 90 days.
Okay, so we're agreed on that.
But it ain't about to be no commitment until I see it. You're not gonna be my girlfriend, and I don't know you can't cook.
But it's not something you're gonna get on the first date. It's not something you're gonna get on the third date.
Well, okay, you can miss out on your beau ass if you want.
Look, see, and now we're doing this.
I need some food.
Look.
Listen, my name is Sean. My favorite is Thai.
You're gonna have a ton of comments.
I love spicy food, but
I'm mad at you, Becky.
I just like the effort. You feel me? Like,
if you have more questions, more comments, because I know you will have comments. Definitely let them be read below. Cool beans. Bye, y'all.